It had to reprint, and I forgot.
Did you get one from Nick?
No, I don't need one.
Do you want one?
No, I don't need one. I just go with whatever's happening.
You're live.
We are.
We're live. Hey, good morning.
We're live. It's Saturday night.
No, it's not. Welcome to BullShirt'n with Jeff, Caleb, Brian, and special guest, as always, Nick.
Baby Carrot.
I'm gonna have to stop
Baby-
showing up.
baby
so that I keep
Carrot.
being a special guest.
Hey, I gotta defend this today. Why don't you look how cool this is?
Monday. You get to defend it Monday.
I'm gonna sleep with it
You defend
tonight.
it Monday.
Sleep with it tonight. It's better than sleeping with that toilet paper eating dog.
Now that was a cute picture.
Imagine my mood as I walked out of the shower to see that and him laying there on the floor happily like,
Oh,
look
he
at me,
looks
I've
like-
done something good.
You should have been like, "Oh, we don't do that," and then pet him because
I
he
said
looks
something
so
like
cute.
that. I said something like that.
Yeah, that was.
It was more like, you gotta be kidding me, actually. So, but hey, here we are, it's Friday, and I really don't say this very often, but I'm glad this week is over. I don't wish away time, but I'm glad this one's gone. I don't really know what next week holds, but
7 days.
it does hold 7 days, that is for sure. That is for sure. But nonetheless, we're excited to be here. Make sure you catch us on Mondays and Wednesdays also. Let's go right to our question that Caleb, I think, is...
I need you to read it with like an angry, upset tone.
Okay, I'm angry and upset.
Action.
I'm trying to get into character here, because I never get angry or upset, so...
Yeah. Remember,
As
he's
my
a kinder-
neighbor laughs because he hears the sideshow all the time. Through the closed
Remember
door.
when you were a kinder, gentler soul?
Yeah, I've given up on that. Is it really that hard to use your turn signal and not block an intersection because you are too impatient and do not know how to drive? Apparently it is.
I was so mad Wednesday when the bank and getting food. The intersection where you go onto 35 from Bridge Street, I sat through that freaking light 3 times because people kept pulling through because they couldn't just wait and block the intersection. 3 times.
Now, I played that game a little different this morning, about like 20 minutes ago. As the green arrow had flashed, a car was in front of me, so I couldn't go right away, and then another one came. I just hammered it. I said, all right, we're going to see who wins.
Well, we couldn't do that.
They stopped.
We
No, I
couldn't
know, that gets
because
better.
they were, yeah, and then the guy in front of me just kept sitting there, and it was, I got so irritated. You should start having to take a driving test every year after you get to a certain age.
Well, you will be there.
I know that people don't want to give up their freedoms, but for Christ's sakes, it's not safe.
Let's just think about how well you're going to react to baby Charlie driving you around.
Better than those people.
You haven't ridden with your daughter yet.
Well, she can barely walk or talk.
I have driven with a daughter before. I tried to avoid it at all costs.
I was so frustrated. And then there's people all the time that just turn signals. Or they just randomly, I'm getting so frustrated with people because they suck.
So what you're trying to say is that you would be more appreciative of people if they drove in a courteous fashion.
Yeah, like the freaking law says.
Right.
You know, and I get people make mistakes.
Well,
'cause,
maybe-
I've made some mistakes driving too. But
Yeah, that's that Chesapeake cut.
what did you say?
And you hit that FedEx train.
And I hit the FedEx truck. But I had my turn signals on.
Well, maybe if you portrayed a more positive...
I try. Sometimes I really try. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to get mad. And then people drive like freaking morons. Drives me nuts. And then one of the women that was blocking the intersection had the audacity to roll her window down and yell at someone who was upset trying to get through the intersection because she was blocking him when our light was green.
Yeah. It's a tough...
I wanted to ram her. Just...
It's a tough intersection for sure.
Well, there's not much that I'm going to weigh in on this situation, but not ramming her was the best decision that you could have.
Well, I couldn't have got to her because there was still a car in front of me.
You should
but-
have just pushed that car into her.
The point is, it's like, holy crap, just learn how to drive. Quit being... It all comes back to the same thing. Everyone is incredibly selfish.
I try not to be.
I mean, I try not to be too, but the world's a selfish place.
We can only fix that one person at a time, and that one person is yourself.
Yeah, well, today I'm not worried about fixing it. I just want to get mad about it. I'll fix it tomorrow.
Alright, well, Caleb's upset with driving.
And you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Selfishness, gone tomorrow.
I said...
He's going to be mad about it today, tomorrow.
I said we could start working on it tomorrow.
Oh, I think you said fix it.
If tomorrow never comes, you'd be sorry.
Some of those people driving, tomorrow will never come.
Well, that might. Let's hope that's not the case, because I'm sure they have family that would be upset.
They do, but you know what?
Here, we're moving on.
Learn how to drive.
We're moving on. So, faked interview to force vaccinations.
Yeah. So, we got this
I've
little...
seen just a little blip of this, but tell me a little bit more.
So, just like everything you see, you gotta take it with a grain of salt, because if it's not from the mainstream news media, then it comes from someone else that, you know, might not be reputable. But the mainstream media is not reputable either. You can't believe anything you hear.
Who gave you a freaking panties in the bunch pill this morning, man?
So, there's an article that says QAnon believers, which automatically, to me, just makes this like a story, you know?
Right?
A fairy tale.
A fairy tale, if you will, yeah, because QAnon believers, I think most of them also believe that the world's flat, which, you know, we can get into that later. But it says QAnon believers think that the Fox News interview with Donald Trump was faked to force vaccinations on people. Now, without even getting into the article, knowing what we know about Mr. Trump, do you think if this was a faked interview, he would sit back and keep his mouth shut and let it go?
Well, let's be fair. He can't tweet about it.
He cannot. Yep, he's getting his First Amendment rights violated there. Wrong. He's
Yeah,
not.
I don't know.
Private platform. They can do whatever the heck they want.
Go back to the vaccine.
It says here that influential QAnon followers have pushed misinformation about the COVID-19 vaccines. That's
just not how things work.
It's not. It's not how they work at all.
I had not heard that.
And that's one of the many reasons that the far-right conspiracy theorists want nothing to do with the vaccine.
That's like in chemicals they were putting in there.
Chemicals?
Yeah, they put chemicals in the water to turn the
Yeah, it
frogs
turns the
gay.
frogs gay. That's what Alex Jones said. Yeah,
Won't you fight for your life?
right?
But there's still frogs being born.
Mm-hmm.
Tadpoles are...
They're evidently avoiding the chemical water.
So this says the new set of conspiracies out of QAnon, which, once again, anything that's QAnon, I just feel like immediately it just turns into something that should be on Comedy Central for me, you know, like a joke. Says the group is desperately trying to square how their leader would support the vaccine, even take the vaccine, and risk turning into a gay. Right? This just blows my mind. This is incredible to me that people actually believe this. And so this woman, she said, "Hi guys, I listened to it again. How he greeted the host and how he spoke to her, that wasn't him." What? Excuse me? Says I saw and heard a lot of interviews between him and Maria. That wasn't like he speaks to her normally, and it wasn't his voice at all. Me and some other people noticed this immediately. And once again, if it wasn't him, okay,
So
you think he could keep his mouth shut and not say something like that? That wasn't me. Then it says I just listened to it again, and I have to agree that it doesn't really sound like him. Whoever it was very good at imitating him, I just. So then we'll just end with this. It says vaccines equal arrests. Learn the language. It can be a matter of life and death.
Wait a
Just
minute. You're
say
going to get
no.
arrested?
It is a matter.
It
of
said
life
it could
and
be
death.
a matter of life and death. Just say no to the jab. I just.
Well,
What?
they're right about one thing. And it is a matter of life and death. But I know, the mortality rate and all that dumb shit people say. But get the stupid shot.
Right? My thing
Everybody
is.
wants to complain about not being able to do the things that they've done. And then it's like, okay, well, we need to quarantine for 2 weeks. Oh, we can't do that. I've got to do this. Okay, well, if you won't quarantine, wear a mask. I don't want to wear a mask. What about my freedoms? I can't breathe. As an overweight asthmatic, you can breathe. Speaking from personal experience, with a respiratory issue, you can breathe with a stupid mask. And then 3, it's like, okay, well, you won't need to wear a mask. You don't have to quarantine. All you got to do is get this vaccine. I don't want to do that. They're going to turn me to a gay. Well, that's just wrong. That's just not how that works. So the problem is it's not even that people don't believe these things. It's that we've got to this point where it's my team against your team, and regardless of what any of the reasoning behind any of it is, I'm just going to oppose everything that you like. And it doesn't matter which side it is. And it's just getting so old.
It's crazy. It's nuts. It's nuts.
I'm definitely over all of it. Hey, but I did hear this morning that we're back over 2,000 cases for yesterday and climbing. So.
My thing is I don't know.
Yeah, we
You
went
get all
through the
these-
winter though, so it's over.
Right.
You got all these
We're
people who don't think the masks work, don't want to wear them, all that stuff, and say, well, the mortality rate is, even if it was 1%, that's 3 million people.
Right.
Well, yeah,
That's
but
enough
it's not
to-
killing them or their family, so it's not real.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Well, the
But
mask.
that
the
amount of people is enough to. Oh, that's because they all had COVID, not the flu.
Our interview was interrupted. Our video was interrupted.
Beautiful.
That's the-
Ads.
It just flashed up there for a minute. So,
Oh, I thought we were getting shut down by the FBI.
but yeah.
Let's move on to
Oh,
something
yeah.
not controversial before they come for us.
Yeah, man, you're making me nervous this morning.
Update for the either weekend or something with Nick.
Yeah, because Nick's been laid off, so he watches a lot of golf, like 5 days a week.
And he golfs a lot.
Gentleman set a record yesterday. He was leading at the PGA National course
For
No, it says it's
before
enough.
we even started playing.
What's going on with this?
You and that North Korean fellow.
We're experiencing technical
now you're
difficulties
really
because
gonna get
Caleb
shut
has
down.
bashed every person in the world. This
not
morning.
every person in the world.
So, but yeah, we'll keep you filled in on golf, simply because it's something that Nick knows a lot about right at the moment. He should know a lot about coaching high school football right at the moment, but I can't make him get over that. So,
I encourage him to not.
I know you do.
Well, I mean, you literally talked about it last Wednesday or Monday. I'm impervious to peer pressure. I've decided I don't want to do it. So,
I know.
I can bully you.
You can bully him all you want.
you think you can bully me into anything?
You bullying him
Not
is exactly
anything.
why he is the way he is right now.
Well, I don't think that's fair to
You
put all out
condition
on me.
you conditioned part of his personality from birth.
Let's be real. Kendall's the real culprit.
Kendall didn't pick at you guys.
Constantly.
Well, it's amazing that she can even function with the things we did there.
That should be a segment. How we messed with Kendall growing up.
You shouldn't do that to your sister, man. Don't even go.
Coming from the guy who threw pool balls and his sister.
One time. You know, the only other thing I ever did to my sister, I still feel bad about it today. I actually was talking to Nick and Max about it last night as I was trying to get them to be kinder and gentler humans to their siblings.
You're talking to who?
Knox and Max. Did I say you and Max?
Well, when you have seven
remember that.
kids,
Sit
it's easy
down.
to.
The 27-year-old me had to have a sit down. Dad, like 3, 4, 5, how 5.
But what presents were hitting?
Hey, Nick. Coach Boo. Cameron Reed says hi.
Uh,
He said hi, Cameron.
And I tricked her and I said, if I tell you right now what Mom and Dad got you for Christmas, you have to tell me what you know is hidden from me for Christmas. And I made up something. It was I think I told her she was going to get a Mrs. B's doll or something like that. And then she told me exactly what it was.
What was it?
I don't remember now.
Was that your Cabbage Patch doll set?
They didn't have Cabbage Patch dolls.
Oh.
Mrs.
you gotta think
B's.
back. This is when they had porcelain dolls and wooden cars.
This is when they ran outside and played with sticks and knocking over.
I got them wooden cars that
Sorry.
Butler used to make for his kids.
Dad was
I
running
don't
down
think he
the.
put wheels on them, did he?
No,
Not
he
the way
didn't.
down
He just
there?
gave them wood blocks.
He
Yeah.
could do that.
So, but anyhow, I've always had guilt over that. Hey, I think you both can attest to the fact that I throw pretty well, even still yet today.
Right?
I
I
think-
remember going to hitting batting cages and getting hit every now and again. So
Yeah.
that's enough.
As you sent,
That's enough to tell me that you
That's
shouldn't throw
actually
wheels.
why I quit baseball.
That's not true.
that is not true either. You're right.
Kid quit baseball because he hated his team and didn't want to fight for a spot.
You got hit. You got hit, Nicholas,
I got
because
hit.
you started crowding up on me, and
But
my heroes are Nolan Ryan, man. I'm coming inside.
do you remember that time that Nick got hit in the mouth because he was too far out off of first base and then he couldn't dive
Didn't
back
make a
quick
safe
enough?
lead. Yeah.
I made that bag that I could fall backwards without taking a step and be safe because my waist hit the front edge. I wasn't too far. You said, "Get up, he's fine." From over there at third base, because our head coach couldn't see out of the appropriate eye to coach third base. So it was a mess of a situation.
It was, but I was correct. He was all right. So, now I did.
I wasn't
I remember.
dying, but I would have appreciated like 30 seconds to gather myself after I got hit in the mouth with a baseball.
I probably took at least that time.
No.
I mean, for my lack of concern, it didn't. But, and I do. There was a time. I remember pitching BP to you one time when you were littler, and I hit you, and I felt bad about that one. But you also felt bad about it because you literally hit 7 line drives right back at me in a row afterwards. So that took all the guilt away.
Well, you'd think as much as I got hit, I'd have been a better hitter then, but
Well,
turns out 'twas not the case.
I thought you always hit pretty well. All right, let's move on to this altar or whatever that is, horror video.
You would think after so long. That stuff from UPS.
Hey, tell Cameron thanks for saying hi to me.
Oh, he did.
You did?
Yeah, I just in time.
No, I forgot UPS.
No, you didn't. Should have called me. Oh, we're back.
Yeah, that's just gonna let it go.
We're back.
Y'all wanted to talk about UPS.
We had a bunch at UPS. We'll have We'll have even more next. Well, I don't know, next week, the week after, we'll have even more.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna have to get some stuff pushed out the door.
We got to go through it somehow first. So it'll take all
I
weekend.
got to be UPS driver today too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, March Madness contest giveaway. It is not too late to enter. All right, you can still enter. So far, there's like 6 people entered. 5 of them aren't eligible to win the prize. Maybe 6, because we're not sure who the 6th one is. But
You have till like noon today, I think.
yeah, I don't know. Anyhow, group name MTSP. That stands for Mile Tree Screen Printing. And enter by date. I don't know what that is. We talking about enter by date
Today.
Hey, today's the date. Enter by today.
Yeah,
By
you
noon
got-
before they lock them out.
Yeah. Now we're not working the next few days, right? We're just gonna turn everything off. We're gonna sit out there and watch basketball games
The next couple days.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
this week. I'm kidding.
I'm
We're
good
not.
with that.
No, I couldn't. I couldn't do that.
No.
I think the best thing they ever did for the tournaments, didn't they come out on the app? They've got like the final 2 minutes of every game that you can watch, which is typically the best parts of all the games. So that would be the best thing to do.
Right. Hey, did you see the like they're all in a bubble, right? They're kind of all locked down. The games are in one place. Girls' games are all in one place, correct?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's true. So they put in weight rooms so everybody could work out during the tournament while they're isolated there.
What? Oh, people should not lift before games.
Yeah.
Throw their
The men's weight room has probably about 20 racks with unlimited amounts of bars and plates and everything else, and all other kinds of things.
That sounds like some scary version of hell.
Do you know? No, it's not. Do you know what the girls' weight room has?
I would hope the same things, but I
No,
know
it is
that's
one.
not what the case
It is one single dumbbell tree. So that means it can go from like 15s down to 45s,
If I
and
was
a
those
big empty
women-
space.
If I was those
There's a
women,
fold-up table there too.
I would
You
be
see his picture?
so pissed.
It's like
I mean, because they work out just like anyone else, like hard, you know, lift them weights, all that kind of stuff, and then that's
the
what.
money that the men bring in.
That's ridiculous.
I-
That's insane.
I couldn't believe when I saw it. So,
There was limited space, and the original plan was to expand the workout area at some point.
limited space. I saw a tweet one of the girls' players put out today, and she showed all the limited space. Apparently, they're saving it for a huge dance because it's a big floor and nothing in it.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
Come on, man, do things right. You
It's
know?
2021.
It's 2021.
We shouldn't have to have those discussions.
No.
Wow. It's embarrassing, really.
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, I saw where Kyle Schwarber hit some dingers last
Who?
night.
Does he still play for Chicago?
No, the Nationals. Him and someone else that they signed hit some home runs last night. I guess, to be honest, I didn't even think about spring training starting.
I used to
I
love
mean, opening
spring
day's
training.
got to be, what, 3 weeks? 3 weeks away? Or unless they do that stupid one in Australia where it's,
It's usually somewhere around your birthday.
Yeah.
Or April's birthday.
No? Mine?
Oh, just one more thing real quick.
Yes.
If you get to the Sweet 16 in the women's tournament, you unlock a lot more weight stuff you can use. That's right. I mean, yeah, that's a
So if you're strong enough coming in to maintain and you can get to the Sweet 16, you can work out again.
then you unlock the bikes, the
hilarious.
treadmills, the adjustable benches. You get another set of dumbbells.
Man.
4 more yoga mats.
What happens if they make it to the final? Elite
No,
Eight,
that's
Final
it.
Four? Oh, so they only have one achievement they can unlock.
Yes, that's the real prize. is
That's
making
kind
it
of
to
like
the Sweet 16.
Super Mario Brothers or something.
Kind of.
No,
Hmm.
it is. It is.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but this time change week has kicked my butt.
I told Brian yesterday, I think it was, that after this daylight savings time and the way that it has made the days go by so much quicker, I just don't know how I can get anything done. Every time I turn around, it's like 3:30, and I feel like I've got nothing done. And I know it's because daylight savings time sped it up.
Hey Brian, do you ever see him coming and think, oh my gosh, what's he going to chirp off about now?
No. Paycheck. Signs the paycheck.
Most of the time what happens is Brian gets me in trouble without knowing he's getting me in trouble. Or he just says something because, he thinks it's cool and that I'll like it. And I do. And then next thing he knows, I bought it. And I say, oh, yeah, it's Brian's fault because he showed it to me. So Jenna's not watching, is she? Can we tell? We can't tell who's
Probably
watching.
working.
She's probably still asleep. So yesterday, because she worked till 3 last night.
3 this morning.
Or, yeah, 3 in the morning.
So she could have been home at 2 if they hadn't messed with the time.
Yeah, well, she did get home quicker because daylight savings time had sped the day up, so it didn't feel like as long. But so Brian goes, hey, I sent you a text with this chair. And it's this cool freaking chair. It looks like a TIE fighter. Well,
A what?
yeah, a TIE fighter. Just like this. Just like this. But it's a chair. And he sent it to me, and I went and looked at it. I said, Brian, you shouldn't have done that. And like 5 minutes later, I got one. They were on sale.
Hey, you know what?
I saved $170.
No, you didn't.
I know how that works, but
You remember a conversation we were having in here this morning before we went live?
yep.
If there's a multitude of things that costs little bits that make up a great sum,
I
or
am
one
aware.
thing with a great sum, have we spent the same amount of money?
Yeah, but
Yes.
think about how much cooler it is if you get lots of little things for the same amount of money as one big one. Because then you've got more stuff.
And it's not like it's something. No, I'm not justifying what I've spent money on versus what other people spend money on. I'm just saying I bought one.
I mean, how would you feel if Jenna was buying little
She does.
Jedi toys?
Every time I go home, there's a new freaking box or package at the door. So, hey.
Yeah. I had a note from Jay, the UPS guy, the other day. He texted me. He said, "Hey, everything all right at your house?" I said, "Yeah, why?" He goes, "Well, I haven't dropped anything off for in a week."
The good news is the Brickashaw doesn't order anything. So
I
don't have
see-
any issues like that.
I see Jay a couple times though. He's normally leaving when I'm pulling in. He's one of the first UPS drivers that gets out.
He hustles, man.
Yeah, he does.
He's a good UPS driver.
But so anyway, I got this TIE Fighter chair.
Awesome.
And I blamed Brian, even though it wasn't really Brian's fault. He just showed it to me.
I have self-control, and it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. I don't want to spend $50.
And then he goes, hey, look at this. And I'm like, oh, Brian, you're going to make me spend so much money.
I hope that when it comes in, it's like toddler size. Caleb wants to sit in it. His chin's got to touch his knees.
They gave the dimensions. Not that that necessarily means anything,
I
but
was going to say, because you probably just went,
yeah, that's about good. Well, I told him, I was like, we all should get them for office chairs. And then I looked at it, and it's like 40.6 inches wide. I was like, yeah, that's not a good office chair. And it doesn't move like this.
That's
But
like,
I still might stick it here.
you don't ever know what you're going to get, though. Like,
No, you don't.
Tara bought,
Like Wish.com stuff.
she bought Kendall a laundry basket with a really cool British flag on it, you know, and everything. It was like a, I don't know, I'll call it wicker more as like a burlap, and had a saying or something on it and everything. And she never pays too much attention to measurements. And when that laundry basket came, it's this big. But that line, we've got this cool little trash can that we set down in it.
Stuff off Wish.com. And then they put the picture of what it is that they order versus what they got. And the one that I've seen, you know, is of the child from The Mandalorian. And, you know, what it looks like, and then it looks like this. I don't know. We'll have to find one of the videos and maybe put it up. What if we did that segment like maybe once a month? Where we ordered something off of Wish.com. Wish.com. And then put the picture up of what we were supposed to get. Kind of fun.
Yeah.
Because we could probably, I don't think we'd have to spend very much money. And I think we could get some really interesting stuff. It might take a while to get here, which is why I might only be able to do it once a month. Or order a handful of things at a time. That way we can, you know. But I think that might be kind of a little fun thing to do. Cause there's some there's some stuff, man. There's some stuff.
I Huh. It's interesting. Never heard of it. So. All right. Well, I got to go map out my UPS route.
We've got to go carry a bunch of boxes in and figure out where the heck to put them. And I've got to print some stuff for you to take. So.
You still have to print stuff for me to take? Yeah, we got to go. I also have to beat Nick today.
Nope. Monday.
Monday? That's when it is?
That's when they see it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to beat Nick on Monday.
Thank you.
And I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope I have a great weekend.
I hope Becky Davis has a great weekend. Becky's on there.
For sure. Have a great weekend, Becky. So, all right. Go play March Madness.